I wanted to try to do a Loomian Legacy Nuzlocke. You know, I was curious and thought maybe I could pull this off. If you end up liking this video, subscribe for more videos like this. I will be doing a Brick Bonus Nuzlocke soon. Now, let's begin. God, most of you are pretty ugly. This is my second playthrough of Loomian Legacy. There is the Sprigatito clone that came out before Sprigatito, but I already know who I was going to pick, and that was Weevolt. I named Weevolt Luka after Luka Doncic, because he's going to have to carry this team hard. Now, I almost lost this fight to my mother. Even if I would have lost, it wouldn't have counted due to the simple fact that a Nuzlocke doesn't truly start until you get Pokeballs, so that is very good to know. My first encounter, I got the Pokemon I need, sorry, Loomian, and I decided to name him Tweet. I had to catch this useless thing just for the run. I'll probably end up sacrificing him at a later point, knowing me. Then Dusket appears, and I'm not gonna lie, this was a tough fight. The videos I was watching, they were telling me to pick, I think Eaglet? That's how you pronounce it? For this fight, but I said no, I'm going to be different, I'm going to be unique. And look where that got me. On the next route, we counter a Geklo or Gekli? I don't know. I named him Do the World's Better, because it is, but it'll always be underrated. No, I'm going to be honest to you, the viewer. I barely prepped for this game. I thought, well, because I beat this before, I could just do it again. But every Loomian Legacy Nuzlocke video I watched, they were telling me, hey, you need to pick Eaglet for, you know, fights like these. And, you know, I didn't listen. And, obviously, I suffered the consequences because of my actions. It's a shame, though, but hopefully my ignorance doesn't get more poor, innocent Loomians killed. I am a very lucky man. My God, I would have had to restart if he would have died. Ooh, that's that Luka magic for you. Man, I can't be any more luckier than that. And thanks to Luka, we got the win. And with that being said, Jake is now back and does not remember me, but technically I'm a different character, but the same person, so I have to beat him in his little Score Bunny knockoff. Score Bunny will always be better. I don't know what they were doing with most of these starter designs. They look horrible. Saw this rat, decided to name it Epic Mickey. And to be honest, I think Epic Mickey 2 is better than Epic Mickey 1, but hey, you just needed a friend to play with. I stand on that. Just like Luka, I built a very sorry team around him, and yet he is forced to carry them, and he has to evolve to take his talents to the next level. Only that, I had no idea what to name this Loomian, so I just decided to name it Ja. I don't know why. I just needed some kind of name for the Nuzlocke group. I like to say thank you, God, for coming through and saving me, because I don't know what I'm doing. Even looking back at it, I didn't know what I was doing. I just did not believe in subbing Luka out at all, and I just keep getting real lucky. This is definitely going to come back and This is gonna bite me later when this game is probably completed. Yeah, I can see that now. You know, this is a great time to be a Pokemon fan because we get that announcement next month. So, ooh, just gotta be a little patient. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep killing this Scorbunny knockoff. Now, honestly, I thought Ikazune would be harder considering how he's actually extremely good on my main account. But, you know, this fight actually was not that hard. Time a Loomian dies, so I'm just gonna put a death counter on the screen. What was my plan here? Luca, and more Luca, just carrying the offensive load. Man, the Lakers need to actually get a real center. I'm sorry, DeAndre Ayton is not it. He's not cutting it. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna make this a basketball topic though. Just watch this Luca magic. And now finally I could give Lucas some actual help, and I decide to name him Jake the Dog. And Wispup is actually one of my favorite Loomians too. And my luck just doesn't stop. I was gonna name him Austin Reeves, but it wouldn't let me, so I had to go with his nickname, AR-15. Whoa, not like that though. Right, now we're starting to look like an actual team. See guys, I can build a team for a Nuzlocke. It's just keeping him. I don't really need him to do too much. I just more so need him as like a sacrifice if someone on my team that I actually care about is about to die. Now, one thing that's been my kryptonite throughout this entire run is ground types. I have struggled against them for obvious reasons, but man, it is like anytime they send out a ground type, I'm just like screwed and I have to pray for the best. And usually I get a bailout, but that doesn't work every time, right? And it finally caught up to me. Like, I mean, every time they send out a ground type, I gotta think outside the box to get the win. Now, sometimes in these Nuzlocks, I think I believe in my Loomians, a little too much, and that's a good and a bad thing, you know, but it doesn't really matter when you still get the win. Of course, you know, I call addition by subtraction. You sacrificed a few, you still got the win. It's all worth it at the end of the day. It's just depressing though. Looking at this team how it is, it's just not good enough to continue to win, so a change needs to be made.
Now I'll show you!
And after buffing up my big three, this gym leader didn't stand a chance. I actually do feel bad for her. Like, this was not a fair fight. Like, we went from an average team where we had that one guy who could carry us to just a super team with a big three. yeah, I got the roster update that I desperately needed to actually finish this run. Or at least have a chance of finishing this run. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm not gonna struggle against a Mewtwo wannabe. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just too easy. Too one-sided of a fight. Come on now. Come on now. That's too easy. One thing I don't understand is the bad guy is right here. We can stop him right now, but of course we're just gonna let him get away, and he'll become a bigger problem later. And I only leveled up 3 of them because, yeah, the other 2 are just useless. No, I was gonna name him after the Elite Gen 10 name. I don't know if it's real or not, so yeah, I decided to name him Waves. Even though me personally, if it is real, I'm picking Pokemon Winds. I've always liked flying types more than I like water types. You people are awful people. Like, okay, you left your kid unattended, just out there by herself, and you're saying you're the only one who could go save her. No, we all could have went down there and saved her. Right? Like, put that kid in foster care and lock this dad up for neglect. Like, what are we doing? Y'all teachers were bored in elementary. Did she ever just turn on Airbud? Or is that just me, or am I just old? I probably am. Yeah, they did that for us, so that's what I named them. I don't understand. If my friend wants free food, why am I fighting for him to get free food if I'm not going to be the one who eats it? That makes no... Also, how am I even friends with these people? We don't even talk to each other really until after I get... No, until like right as I'm finna get my 3rd gym badge. I don't know you people. What kind of storytelling is this? I don't need a deep story. Just have these people around from the jump. Two most useless Loomians on my team finally evolved, and they're still not coming off the bench. But you will come off the bench. I actually like using you. I said it once before and I will say it again. Thank you to Nico Harrison for giving the Lakers Luka, and thank you, Luka, for just being you. Alright, that's enough glaze. Watch this. Watch Luka Magic go to work. And we just got our 4th and final gym badge, which is sad because they refused to update this game, but guess we'll have to wait until 2020 until the next Battle Theater. I don't know most of these people. I'd like to say thank you to Jake, and I apologize. I was not familiar with your game. You've gotten way better since Brick Bronze, because boy, that 2v2 battles, like those 2v2 battles we had to do with Jake and Brick Bronze, you were awful. And I gotta go back to that, so you're gonna be awful again. You will receive more criticism, but now, in the future, you're cold. Back then, you were trash. I don't know why we're making a big deal over a pre-evolve just because he's corrupted. Like, look at this. Ooh, so scary. Like, what? Like, we have fully evolved Loomians. Why do we care? Jake has really stepped up. I can't believe I'm actually giving him praise. This is something. This really is a new year, huh? I like to say thank you, Jake. May be gone, but you're not forgotten. Now the big 3 is just a big 2. And once again, when in doubt, use your starter. They will always bail you out. And I do truly believe that. Because once your starter's on the heat check, they are nearly unstoppable. And that's revenge for Jake. But just like with every Nuzlocke, it's next man up, so we just have to keep it pushing. I'm gonna be honest, I remember the videos they made on this thing. Oh, they were so wrong. Oh, I remember. I don't know if y'all remember, but if you do, oh, it was messed up. It was very messed up. I'm sorry. Mega Evolution, yeah, Soul Burst. Yeah. I just had flashbacks to that. I'm sorry. Like, that was so wrong. It was like the first Soul Burst they showed off too. But sadly, that is the end of our Nuzlocke. That's as far as the game goes, sadly. But we've had a lot of deaths. But it's just next man up, and we just have to keep it pushing. I'm deciding between one of these challenges to do next. And that being said, I hope you subscribe, because I'm going to keep doing more of these challenges. As you subscribing does help me do stuff like this. And yeah, I'll see you.